Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers November 1. Ridge makes a stunning move. Bold and Beautiful B and B spoilers for November 1, 2024. Coming up tomorrow on The Bold and the Beautiful, a bold move and more. Forrester Creations is totally shaking things up, and the drama is on. Steffi, Jacqueline McThinswood, the CEO of the company, just walked in to find Hope, Annika Noel, in her lingerie right on top of her husband. Steffi's had enough and is ready to kick Hope and her line, Hope for the Future, to the curb. No more hope for the future. We'll have to see about that. Things are about to get wild because Steffi's getting some serious support as Ridge. Thorsten Kaye makes a jaw-dropping move to back her, flipping everything upside down. Hope's definitely not happy about this, but how will Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Carter Lawrence St. Victor react? Talk about some juicy drama. Bold and the Beautiful airs every weekday on CBS, keeping us hooked with the ongoing lives of the Forresters. The gripping stories never fail to grab our attention, so make sure to catch all the drama as it unfolds. Enjoyed Bold and Beautiful B and B spoilers for November 1. Photo: JPI Studios/screenshots. Want to know what's coming up this week on The Bold and the Beautiful? Read here. On the November 1 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester makes a game-changing move that sends shockwaves through Los Angeles fashion elite. With Ridge at the helm, Forrester Creations is no stranger to big, bold moves. But today, he steps beyond his usual swagger and shakes up his personal life in ways no one saw coming. As the episode begins, Ridge is in deep reflection. After months of his romantic entanglement with Brooke and Taylor, he finds himself exhausted by the cycle of back-and-forth love affairs that have defined much of his adult life. With both women still lingering in his heart, Ridge resolves to end the emotional tug-of-war. But his choice isn't just about one woman. It's about who he truly wants to become, away from the endless push and pull. Ridge decides it's time to forge a new path, one where he sets his own course rather than being tossed between lovers. Meanwhile, Brooke senses a change in the air. Ever intuitive when it comes to Ridge's moods, she picks up on his unusually distant behavior. She's both intrigued and unnerved. Ridge has surprised her before, but this feels different. Brooke's instincts tell her it's something significant, maybe even final. The Brooke Logan everyone knows would typically fight tooth and nail, but this time she's hesitant. There's a mix of fear and fatigue. She's grown tired of feeling like she's waiting for Ridge to choose her fully. So when she finds him alone in his office, Brooke decides to confront him, ready to lay her heart on the line one more time. Ridge, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep wondering if you're really mine, or if we're just one kiss away from another breakdown, she says, her voice edged with vulnerability. Ridge is visibly affected, but he holds back, his gaze fixed on the skyline outside the office window. He knows it's time to be honest, to put all his cards on the table. As Brooke pours her heart out, Taylor Hayes finds herself in a similar predicament. She too feels Ridge pulling away, but she interprets it differently. In her mind, Ridge's retreat signals doubt, a questioning of whether he's truly found what he's looking for in her. Taylor has been willing to play the waiting game, but like Brooke, she's weary. She wants Ridge, yes, but not if it means continuously sharing him with her rival. In a twist of fate, Ridge invites both Brooke and Taylor to meet him at the Forrester mansion later in the evening. Brooke and Taylor exchange wary glances as they arrive, each realizing this might be the end of an era. Ridge, dressed in his classic black suit, looks somber yet resolute as he invites them to sit down. The air is thick with unspoken emotions, and for a moment, nobody speaks. I know this has been difficult on both of you. Ridge begins. And the last thing I ever wanted was to hurt either of you. But I've come to understand that by not making a choice, I've hurt you both more than I ever intended. His voice is laced with genuine remorse, and both women feel the weight of his words. Ridge has always been a man who thrived on passion and excitement. But for the first time, they see a man who's willing to let go of the chase in favor of something deeper. In a shocking turn, Ridge doesn't choose either of them. He announces his decision to step away, not out of love, but out of respect for both women's happiness and his own growth. Brooke, Taylor, I love you both, but I need to learn who I am without you. I've built so much of myself around loving you two that I don't even know who Ridge Forrester is on his own. And it's time I figured that out. Stunned, Brooke feels a mixture of relief and devastation. Part of her wanted this clarity, but another part feels as if her heart has been wrenched open. Taylor's reaction is equally complex. She respects Ridge's honesty and even admires his decision to finally break free from the cycle, yet it stings deeply. The gravity of Ridge's choice to let go hits both women with the realization that their love triangle is no longer the center of his world. As Ridge leaves the room, Brooke and Taylor find themselves alone, with a sense of newfound solidarity amid the heartbreak. For years, they've been pitted against each other, each vying for a piece of Ridge's heart. Now, with him stepping away, they realize they've both been on a journey that has drained them more than they care to admit. In the days that follow, the fallout of Ridge's decision ripples through Forrester Creations and their families. Brooke's family is supportive, rallying around her as she copes with the idea of a future without Ridge as her constant. Her daughter, Hope, offers her mother a much-needed distraction by suggesting that they focus on revitalizing the Hope for the Future line, encouraging Brooke to pour her energy into work rather than longing for what might have been. Brooke, surprisingly, finds comfort in this. She's always been strong, and now she has the chance to prove it to herself once more. Taylor, too, begins a path of self-reflection, one that takes her beyond Ridge and her role as a mother. Inspired by her journey with Ridge, she considers writing a book on love, psychology, and the complexities of the heart, hoping to channel her experiences into wisdom she can share with others. For the first time, Taylor allows herself to imagine a life where she's the central character, rather than the woman caught between her past and a love that's always just out of reach. As for Ridge, he dives into his work, focusing on Forrester Creations with renewed energy. He meets with Steffi and Thomas, outlining his vision for the future of the company. Ridge wants Forrester to be known for bold designs and fearless decisions, much like the one he just made. Thomas, in particular, is thrilled to see his father so grounded and committed to the company's success. In Ridge's determination to find himself, Thomas sees a mentor and a father he can look up to in ways he hasn't for years. In the weeks to come, Ridge's decision reverberates through their lives, prompting each of them to explore paths they might never have considered had he not chosen himself over romance. It's a moment of evolution, not just for Ridge, but for Brooke, Taylor, and everyone connected to them. By letting go of the need to belong to someone, Ridge has opened doors for all of them to finally step into lives that belong to them alone. The Bold and the Beautiful may revolve around love, loyalty, and betrayal, but Ridge's choice to end the love triangle signals a different kind of drama, a quest for self-identity, and the courage to face life alone, if only for a while. The audience is left wondering, will Ridge return to one of these women once he's found himself? Or is this the beginning of a new Ridge Forrester, free from the ties that have bound him for so long? The future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. Ridge has set the stage for a bold and beautiful new chapter in his life.